The price of never enough. From the moment she was born, Celeste had everything. Her parents, wealthy and deeply in love with their only daughter, showered her with gifts, attention, and affection. She had the best clothes, the newest toys, and whatever she asked for, no matter how unreasonable, was hers. But it was never enough. Even as a child, she found joy not in what she had, but in what she could take. She loved to see others cry, to watch the light in their eyes dim when she snatched away what they loved most. Her grandmother, the only one who saw the darkness inside her, tried to warn them. She has no gratitude, she told Celeste's parents. She does not love, only desires. One day, that desire will devour everything. Her parents laughed it off. She's just a child, Mama. It's just a phase. But it wasn't. One day, when she was 8, she held a knife to her grandmother's throat. "Give me your necklace," she demanded, eyes gleaming with something unnatural. Her grandmother didn't flinch. She only looked into Celeste's eyes with a quiet, knowing sadness. "One day, child, you will stand alone, and it will be no one's fault but your own." When her parents heard about it, they dismissed it once again. "She's just acting out. She'll grow out of it." But Celeste never grew out of it. She only grew worse. By the time she was a teenager, her hunger for more power, more control, more everything was insatiable. She stole from classmates, humiliated friends, manipulated teachers. And every time her grandmother tried to stop her, she laughed in her face. "You're just a bitter old woman," she spat. "No one listens to you." Then, one night, her parents said no. It was a simple refusal. A limit finally set. "You can't have that, Celeste. We've given you enough." But enough had never existed for her. And that night, as they slept, their house burned. The fire investigators never found the cause. Celeste stood among the ruins, the flickering flames reflecting in her cold, unblinking eyes. She didn't cry. She had lost everything. But in truth, she had nothing to begin with. No one took her in. No one wanted to. She had spent her whole life pushing people down, tearing them apart, feeding off their misery. And now, when she was the one who had fallen, there was no one left to catch her. Her grandmother's words echoed in her head. "One day, child, you will stand alone, and it will be no one's fault but your own." For the first time in her life, Celeste understood something. It wasn't the world that had abandoned her. It was her. And no amount of wealth, power, or cruelty could change the fact that she had lost the only thing that ever truly mattered: love. Greed and cruelty will take everything from you. You can have all the power in the world, but if you use it to destroy instead of build, you will one day find yourself standing alone. And when that day comes, you will realize that you were the architect of your own downfall.